Pleased to see how menacing I look with the bat in my hand?
Yes. You look like you were ready to lay a bunt down.
State Farm Home Run Derby from the Big A. 8 players in the opening round. Corey Hart had the best of the lot. Sitting at 5. Check out number 6. A little Ray Guy style. Hangs in the air for almost 7 seconds. Even his son is like, wow. And here's Boomer with the call.
Oh, this one is way back. This one is on its way to San Juan Capistrano.
Since May 18th, Corey Hart has the most homers in baseball, and he certainly found a groove, making his second All-Star appearance, his first appearance in the Home Run Derby. He was crushing one to left field again, another one, this one over the bullpen. The 12th homer, measuring at 453. He finished with 13 in the first round, tied for the 6th most in a single round since 1995. And to make matters even more impressive, the last 5 taters that Hart hit of the first round each went 450 feet plus. Look at the extension, the follow-through.
Looks like your swing right there.
It does. By the way, that bat was heavy. Nick Swisher checking in with 15 homers on the season. Here's A-Rod on Swisher.
This is my prediction. If he goes over and rolls over in the first 3 swings, he might have an offer. But if he goes and has 2 or 3 home runs early on, we may have a new home run champion.
Well, he didn't end up with an offer. As you see right there, nice little home run swing there for Nick Swisher. And is Nick Swisher going to have to hit a pitch? That one is launched to right field. Nick Swisher, an all-star, finished with 4 homers in the opening round. Matt Holliday, he didn't hit a whole lot of homers, but he got a lot of bang for his buck. Already sitting on 9 outs. You get 10 before your turn is up. And look at this moonshot here. Later, after another home run, that one is crushed down the left field line. Albert Pujols, no stranger to these competition. His current teammate likes it. Holliday's home run, 497 feet. The longest homer in the 2010 Derby, but he finished with just 5. Now, David Ortiz, 18 homers on the season for the Red Sox. It's Yankees and Red Sox teaming up together. Yankee bench coach Tony Pena throwing the pitches to Big Papi. There's Ortiz home run, number 7 for his first round. Next swing, that is crushed. And check out as his son, Little Papi, imitates Big Papi. Ortiz finished with 8 home runs. Now, Hanley Ramirez, 13 homers for the Marlins. Will Ferrell doing some guest commentary.
I think he needs to swing harder. Guess what time it is? Home run o'clock. Holy Toledo! Man! If that ball wasn't hit hard, I'm Santa Claus. Jody Davis!
It is me?
With a shot!
The always funny Will Ferrell. Whammy! Ramirez finished with 9 home runs. All right, the aforementioned Miguel Cabrera, having an MVP-type season thus far, 22 homers. This one goes 476 feet. Cabrera lands one in the tarp. That's Bo Jackson territory. Remember hitting one in the 1989 All-Star game here at the Big A. And then later, off the rocks, 476 feet worth of thunder. Cabrera finished with 7 homers in the first round. So here's where we stood after round 1. Corey Hart never surrendered, leading the pack with 13. Hanley Ramirez, David Ortiz, Miguel Cabrera also advanced. Everyone else, they gone.
All right, through the drama building as we advance on to the second round of the State Farm Home Run Derby. David Ortiz leading off the second round. He starts out with 8 jacks with 1 out. Ortiz hits his 4th of the round. That's 12 total. Ortiz with 2 outs moves into the lead with 15 home runs on that blast to right. Ortiz up to 6 outs and this moonshot to right for his 18th home run of the contest. Well, the pitching must just be awful in this thing. Look at all these home runs. 8 outs, Ortiz rope, Over the fence, 13th of the round, 21 homers through 2 rounds. Miguel Cabrera enters the second round with 7 home runs, 5 outs. Here's Cabrera. Shot to center. I almost said deep shot to center, but you know what, Robert? They're all deep at this point. 12th of the contest, Cabrera. How about the full extension on that swing? I told you he can't win. The stats say he can't win. Hanley Ramirez came into the second round with 9 home runs. Here's Boomer.
Wow! This one is pulverized to left center field. Way back and gone.
7 outs. Ramirez now a frozen rope down the left field line. How about the grab by the fan? He's fired up about it. 17th of the contest for Hanley. 9 outs. Ramirez, a high blast down the line. Fair ball, 10th of the round, 19th of the contest. Very next swing. This to left center, 20th of the deal. One more will guarantee Ramirez at least a swing off against Big Papi. And his next swing, deep to left. Big Papi knows it's gone. 21st homer of the contest. That would be all for Ramirez for now. He's tied for first with David Ortiz. Now, Corey Hart was your leader after the first round with 13 home runs. He had to wait 1 hour and 31 minutes between swings. How about the time off?
Try not to get too tired, but, you know, it was a pretty long break, and, you know, I wasn't able to get my body back to where, you know, I should be to hit homers again.
91-minute break. Hart had 0 home runs in the second round, so Ortiz and Ramirez will move on to the finals. Corey Hart's the first player to hit 0 homers in the second round since the individual competition began in 1995. I'm sure he's glad he signed up for this. Ortiz and Ramirez advance on the strength of 13 and 12 second-round homers, respectively. The last time there were 2 players with 10-plus homers in the second round, 2004, Miguel Tejada and Lance Berkman.
Well, the Red Sox player had never won this competition before, but the final round pitted a current Red Sox against a former Red Sox product. Remember, it was Hanley Ramirez involved in the Josh Beckett-Mike Lowell deal a few seasons ago. Here's Big Papi with a homer. He's got 4 homers and an out, and then he crushes one.
And this is in the O-zone.
That's right. 5 homers, still just 1 out. Meantime, Ramirez warming up. Remember, lefties had won 4 of the last 5 competitions going into Monday. Meantime, Ortiz, a guy that was reported to be on his way out of Boston after a terrible start to the season, he starts to catch fire yet again in this final round. There's home run number 8. Take a little beverage drink. Vlad Guerrero, former Angel. Big Papi down to his final out, but not before cranking number 11. 11 homers in the final round ties the State Farm Home Run Derby record. Now, it's Hanley Ramirez's turn. But he struggled a little bit early on. Can of corn to center field. So he's sitting on 1 homer and 4 outs. Torrey Hunter giving Ramirez the business, but the shortstop responds in a big way.
They ask him, how would you like your home run? I'll have it on the rocks, please.
Ramirez hit 3 straight homers. 4 homers, 5 outs. Make it 6 outs. Ortiz being helpful, toweling him off. That might be good for a base hit through the left side, but it's not good enough to win the Home Run Derby. David Ortiz, your Home Run Derby champion.
It's an honor for me to be here, to be part of Major League Baseball, to be part of those fans that support us every day. And definitely, I want to come here and make sure the fans enjoy what we do. I really want to dedicate this to a friend of mine that just passed away this year. His name was Jose Lima. Rest in peace. Really good friend of mine. I want to really dedicate all this to him. On you, my boy.
Nice gesture there by Big Papi. For the 5th time in the last 6 years, this whole shooting match won by a lefty. Big Papi's 32 homers, the 3rd most in Derby history, trailing only current Angel Bobby Abreu's 41 in 05. And how about Josh Hamilton's 35 in 2008? On top of that, Ortiz 11 homers in the final round. That ties Abreu's record.
Dominated as we look at the 81st All-Star game with a different tone for sure, because Derek Jeter, Joe Girardi, all the Yankees, the whole stadium take part in a moment of silence for the passing of George Steinbrenner.
Now batting for the American League from the New York Yankees, the shortstop, number 2, Derek Jeter, number 2.
And that was a classy moment by baseball, by the Angels. Bob Shepard, who passed just the other day in his 90s, the great PA announcer, introducing on tape, obviously, Derek Jeter. But Ubaldo Jimenez has been the year of him. He gets Josh Hamilton, 1-6-3 double play.
Hey, you thought the American League was going to jump out early, first and third, one out, and he gets Josh Hamilton hitting that big double play.
Bottom of the fourth, still scoreless. Ryan Braun reaches out and grabs it. Nice play in support of Josh Johnson.
Wonderful play, fully extended. You don't hear much of him in Milwaukee, but that's what he does well.
So bottom of the fifth now, American League with a runner at first base. And now, interesting, relievers already in. Hong-Ji Kuo, Dodgers, fielding this chopper by Joe Mauer. But what happens? Way over the head at first. And Evan Longoria going to third, Mauer to second.
And the great thing is he threw it so far over the first baseman's head that the right fielder had plenty of time to get it before Longoria could score from first.
And so in this year of the pitcher, how are we going to score a run? What about a sac fly? Robinson Cano, the fly to left. Longoria tags, unearned run, but it's 1-0 American League.
Unearned it was. You can't believe that the runner gets on after 0-2, 4-pitch walk. And here's Matt Holliday getting up base with a nice
top
base
of the
up the middle.
Yep. With
Scotty Rowland going to third with a great baseball play.
So against Phil, who says Scotty? Hey, he looks like Willie McGee, right? All those running Cardinals of the day, right? And then 3 batters later, Brian McCann with the bases loaded off Matt Thornton. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Marlon Byrd coming around, safe. It's the first bases clearing double in All-Star history. Hard to believe, but it's true. 3-1 National League.
I never even thought of that. Brian McCann had a chance earlier in this game to do some damage with 2 outs. Didn't get it done, but boy, he got 1 there.
Bottom of the 7th, Adam Wainwright pitching. John Buck hits 1 back. Holliday can't grab it. So he thought he was on Holliday early.
He just went back. He turned the wrong way. It hit right in the middle of his glove, and it just popped out.
When you've lost, when you're 0-12-1, you're wondering, could this happen again? 3 batters later, 2 on, 2 out. The crowd favorite, Torrey Hunter, swings and misses at Wainwright's offering. So 2 stranded in the 7th, 3-1 game. Now, Wilson pitched the 8th, 1-2-3, we must point out. Jonathan Broxton, Dodgers in the 9th. David Ortiz, but there's no one left to run for Ortiz. A-Rod, the only bench player left. John Buck bloops 1 to right. Big Poppy waits, and Bird, high-flying Bird, force out.
That's an extraordinary play by a right fielder. Instead of diving and the ball could have bounced any direction, he turned, he wheeled, 1-hopped it, which is important. Don't try to throw it in the air. 1-hopped it on the money.
So Big Poppy, the home run derby champ, can't do it on the bases. So a force out, and now Ian Kinsler with A-Rod on the bench with a runner on. It flies to right center, and for the first time since 1996 in Philadelphia, when Bobby Cox was a young manager of the Atlanta Braves, the National League has won the All-Star game. They win it by a count of 3-1. Brian McCann, the big hitting star, which we told you, bases clearing double. Pitching was the key. The American League just getting the 1 earned run. And for the first time since they went to this format, the National League will have home field advantage in the World Series.